Hey everyone, welcome back into Sunrise. I'm here with Punkin Jackson, and she is a local of Columbus and is a competitor on the summit. Punkin, thank you so much for Zooming with me today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Okay, so first of all, I think we need to tell the viewers you're not in Columbus right now. Where are you?
No, I'm in Japan right now, actually.
And how did you find your way to Japan?
Military. Me and my wife both are in the military, and we're stationed out here in Japan. Been here for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February.
That is so amazing and cool. Okay, but even more cool to add to that. So you're living in Japan, but you were a competitor on the summit that is on TV right now. So first of all, for the people who don't know or haven't got a glimpse, what is the summit and what made you decide to, go after something like that?
Yeah, so the summit basically is follows 16 trekkers in the New Zealand Alps, and basically the premise of the show is we have 14 days to make it to the top of the mountain, the summit of a mountain, and along the way it's super cutthroat. We are voting people off the mountain, stealing their money. We have $1 million on our back, split amongst us, and so when we kick somebody off the mountain, we steal their money and continue up the mountain in the hopes to make it to the top to be one of those people with the $1 million.
Oh my gosh. So that sounds intense. I was even a
Very.
little nerve-wracking. I know we can only share certain details, but I guess from what you can say is, what do you think was your favorite part of the experience in climbing the summit?
Um, I guess one of my favorite parts is actually because we had no idea what we signed up for. And I think
Wow.
a lot of people don't realize that. Like we signed up for a show completely. We just didn't know. We found
Mhm.
out that we were climbing a mountain the day we showed up, and when Manu said, "You see that mountain? You're going to be climbing it." Those are our real reactions. That's when we found out that we were climbing a mountain. So, just the experience overall to be physically like just physical to push your body to be able to climb a mountain, and then just the social aspect of it. I'm a social butterfly, so being able to be social, meet new people while climbing a mountain, while also maybe backstabbing them was all a part of it, and it was all a good time and fun.
So whenever you decided to sign up for the show, like was it just on a whim? You're like, this would be something fun to do.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to do reality TV since I was little. Like my mom always tells me, like, you've been trying to get on shows since you were so little. You've always said you wanted to do it. And so when the ad came across on Instagram, it was under Treasure Trails. And so it was like, do you like hiking? Do you like the outdoors? And I was like, yeah, I like those things. Little did I know I'd be climbing a mountain, but so when I saw it, I was just like, yeah, that sounds like something I could do that I'd be interested in. And so I just decided to apply.
That is just so cool to me. So would you say that you think your military background definitely helped you in the challenges?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll say it more so helped me because being in the military, you have to somewhat stay physically fit, right? So I had that working for me. And then the other aspect is I'm always very vigilant and paying attention to what's going on around me. So even when you think I'm not paying attention, I'm always listening and paying attention to my surroundings. So I'm probably hearing things that you didn't think I was hearing. So that was very, very helpful in this situation. And then just being able to adapt to my surroundings. The game is constantly changing. So you're constantly having to adapt to whatever is happening around you.
Oh my goodness. So like you said, you shared just the physical ability you need to have, and then you also said your favorite part, but I guess what was the hardest part of the show?
Ooh. Um, for me, one of the hardest parts was definitely not just voting your friends out, but having to do it in front of them. You're literally like raising your hand in front of these people that you're about to vote out, and you're like, okay, because it's not a secret vote. And you're like, I know I was just being cool with you today, but sorry, you have to go
Like
now. Right? And it's like in front of them, there's no secrecy about it. They know literally that you're backstabbing them or front stabbing them at that point. So that was definitely a little difficult.
You saying that, I feel like that's a lot of respect though, instead of making friends and doing it where some shows are behind their back in front of them, I respect it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, but it definitely gets a little shady because you're like, sorry.
Now, do you think after you going through this experience, you would go on another reality TV show?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I've gotten a taste now and I'm like, "Ooh, what's next? What's next?" I want to do it again because it's just like it gets your adrenaline going. You're doing things that you wouldn't normally do in your day-to-day life. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's very mentally taxing because your brain never shuts off, but it's also just one of those experiences that is a once in a lifetime that not everybody gets to experience and it's just so much fun. And I've gained another family outside of my own family by doing this. All the contestants are super cool. So absolutely, I would do another show.
And I guess I also want to ask about with it being like a TV show, with most TV shows, it's like scripted and stuff, but this is all reactions you said are real. Everything is just laid out for you.
Yes, everything is real. I know before I did a reality TV show, I always wondered, like, is this real? Are they giving them lines? Like, are those reactions real? No, everything is real. The reactions that you get are real. The backstabbing or front stabbing that you see is real. The conversations, everything is real. There's nothing scripted about it. So, which is very interesting as well.
And so also talk to me about some of the events leading up to the premiere of the show, some things you were able to do and experience as well.
Yeah, so I went to New York with a lot of the castmates and we had like a little private screening of one of the episodes which was awesome and getting to meet some of the CBS families, some people from Survivor and Big Brother. It was just really cool because they opened us or welcomed us with open arms and it was just a great feeling to be surrounded by just so much love and genuine happiness for you. And it was also my first time seeing a lot of my castmates since we filmed almost a year ago. So it was just amazing to see them. And then I went to California, to LA, and we had a premiere party there and seeing more of my castmates that weren't in New York. And it was just amazing to be surrounded by so much love and by people that are genuinely happy and excited for you.
Well, that is amazing. And I guess the real question is, how can we here in Columbus watch you and support you, when and what time?
Yes, so you can watch the summit on CBS and stream it on Paramount Plus Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. after Survivor.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are so excited. We will definitely be cheering you on. But that's all the time we have right now, guys. So we will see you right after the break.